Hello and welcome to Bizworld. Foreign registered digital service providers are required to register with the Royal Malaysian Customs Department for easier collection of the 6% service tax starting January next year. Deputy Finance Minister Datuk Amiruddin Hamzah said registration starts from October the 1st until December 31st this year.
Kadar cukai yang kita kenakan ni adalah rendah berbandingkan dengan lain lah. Kita hanya 6%, banding saya ingat Norway 25%, ada yang 15%, ada yang 18%. Kita hanya 6%. So saya ingat insyaAllah mereka akan mendaftar dan mula memberikan atau membayar cukai perkhidmatan itu apabila mendapat langganan daripada pengguna di Malaysia.
He was met at the Kuala Lumpur International Financial Forum, KLIFF 2019 today. The Dewan Rakyat passed the Service Tax Bill Amendment 2019 yesterday, which aims at ensuring a balanced and fair ecosystem. During the tabling of 2019 budget, Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng reportedly said the government would impose and remit tax on digital service providers, including software, music, video or any other digital advertisements beginning January 2020. Some of the top foreign service providers in Malaysia are Netflix, Spotify and Steam. The tabling of a white paper on the Federal Land Development Authority, FLDA, in Parliament will, among others, propose a new business model for the management of FLDA farms, as well as guarantee welfare aid for the settlers. Economic Affairs Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Azmin Ali said a draft of the white paper had been tabled at the Cabinet meeting last Friday. In the statement, Datuk Seri Azmin said the discussion was not just to review the financial crunch faced by FLDA, but also steps to be taken to ensure the future of the settlers. Azmin, who is also PKR Deputy President, said the white paper was important to reveal the actual financial situation in FLDA based on a forensic audit conducted by an independent professional auditing firm. He added that the settlers needed to know that the previous management of FLDA was insincere, irresponsible and veered far away from the original objective of its formation. Malaysia and Singapore have agreed to find an amicable solution over the supply of water between the two countries. Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said the effort will include the possibility of dispute resolution through arbitration on a mutually agreed basis.
Malaysia and Singapore had obligations under the 1962 Johor River Water Agreement. For Malaysia, resolving the long-standing issues of water price review is a priority. We are engaged in active negotiations on the review in the late 90s and early 2000s. Prime Minister Lee and I have agreed to find amicable solutions on this issue, including the possibility of dispute resolution through arbitration on a mutually agreed.
Tun Dr. Mahathir said this in a joint press conference with Singapore Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong after the 9th Malaysia-Singapore Leaders Retreat in Putrajaya today. The 1962 Johor River Water Agreement, which expires in 2061, requires Malaysia to supply Singapore with 250 million gallons of raw water per day at 3 cents per 1,000 gallons. Malaysia purchases a portion of the treated water at 50 cents per 1,000 gallons. Malaysia regards the resolving of this long-standing issue on water price review as a priority. Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and Indonesian President Joko Widodo have signed a joint letter of objection to the European Union (EU) over its plan to phase out the use of palm oil in renewable fuel. Both countries have also sent delegations to complain in Brussels. According to Indonesian Minister for Maritime Affairs Luhut Panjaitan, who also oversees natural resources issues, the letter was sent to the EU over the weekend. However, he declined to disclose the content of the letter. Indonesia and Malaysia, the world's top producers of the vegetable oil, have both threatened a World Trade Organization challenge against the EU over its plan to phase out the use of palm oil by 2030 in renewable transport fuel. Australia's Wesfarmers Limited is still interested in acquiring Lynas Corp Limited and could table a less conditional bid for the only major producer of rare earth elements outside China. An initial offer of $1.1 billion by the retail to chemicals conglomerate was previously rebuffed by the Lynas board, which termed the deal highly conditional. In a statement, Wesfarmers said it remains open to engage with the Lynas board on its proposal. Lynas, which has an $800 million processing facility in Malaysia, is in a dispute with the government, which has told it to remove years of accumulated waste at its Malaysian processing plant in order to have its license renewed. Yesterday, Lynas Corp said it is considering initial ore processing near its Australian mine. The statement came after Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said last week that companies interested in acquiring Lynas has to pledge to decontaminate low-level radioactivity from mined ore before shipping it into the country. We've reached the end of Bizworld. I'm Brendan Wong. Thanks for investing your time with us.